Hi students, hope you all are well. So students, today we are again here to discuss the further topic of formation of a company, that is its different stages. Till now we had discussed the first stage of formation of a company, that is promotion. In promotion we had discussed how the preliminary activities of a business are carried on. And now today we are to discuss incorporation or registration stage of formation of a company. This incorporation stage is the second stage of the formation of a company. Under it, after performing certain initial activities, documents which are necessary are submitted to the ऑफिस ऑफ द रजिस्ट्रार. रजिस्ट्रार को कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट्स जो बहुत ज़रूरी होते हैं कंपनी के रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए उन्हें जमा करा दिया जाता है. एंड देयर आफ्टर व्हेन रजिस्ट्रार गेट सेटिस्फाइड विद ऑल दीज डॉक्यूमेंट्स, अ सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन इज रिसीव्ड after depositing a certain amount of fee which is also prescribed by Company Act. As far as a company is concerned, a company comes only in existence after incorporation. जब तक कंपनी का इनकॉर्पोरेशन या रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं होता, कोई भी कंपनी अपने आप को रजिस्टर नहीं समझ सकती. Until its name is not incorporated, it cannot be called a company from the legal point of view. As we are discussing that it is the second important phase in the formation of any company. When registrar approves the name of the company, the promoter can proceed with the important steps which are necessary for the incorporation of a company. कुछ एक ज़रूरी steps होते हैं जिन्हें फॉलो करना होता है एक प्रमोटर को, जो कंपनी के इनकॉर्पोरेशन के लिए ज़रूरी हैं. हम उन्हें अब डिस्कस करेंगे. So under it, first of all, documents are filed. रजिस्ट्रार के ऑफिस में कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट्स को फाइल किया जाता है एंड दीज डॉक्यूमेंट्स आर ट्रीटेड एज द मेन डॉक्यूमेंट्स ऑफ अ कंपनी. एज प्रमोटर मेक एन application to the registrar for the incorporation of a company, then that application which is to be sent by the promoter to the registrar of the companies must be accompanied with very important documents, and these documents include memorandum of association. Memorandum of association is one of the very important basic documents of a company. It is also known as a charter of company because in this document all the objectives, powers of the company are listed on. No company can be incorporated without memorandum of association. I have told you, as it is defining the objectives of the company and also sets the limit of authority. So memorandum of association has certain basic points and on the basis of which company's incorporation is permitted. Next document is Articles of Association. Now in this document, the rules of the company are mentioned for fulfilling the objectives which are mentioned in Memorandum of Association. Memorandum of Association में जो objectives सेट किए गए हैं, जो सीमाएं निर्धारित की गई हैं, उनको पूरा करने के लिए आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन रूल्स सेट करता है. द आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन शुड बी प्रिंटेड एंड डिवाइडेड इन पैराग्राफ्स. Next, third document is information about registered office. Information about the place and situation of the company's registered office is also sent to the registrar office, and this information has to be provided within the limit of 30 days of the registration. Registration के 30 दिनों के अंदर अंदर ये information रजिस्ट्रार को ऑफिस को देनी होती है कि जो कंपनी का ऑफिस है वो किस जगह पर सिचुएटेड है. नेक्स्ट इज लिस्ट ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स. अ लिस्ट फॉर दोज इंडिविजुअल्स हु हैव अग्रीड टू वर्क एज डायरेक्टर्स ऑफ द कंपनी is sent to the registrar. जिन लोगों ने कंपनी के डायरेक्टर बनने के तौर पर काम करना स्वीकार किया है, एग्री किया है, उन लोगों की लिस्ट भी रजिस्ट्रार को दी जानी होती है. In this list, their names, addresses and other details of these persons are mentioned. In case of private company, this type of information is not required at all. Now next is written consent of directors. Along with their list, directors should also submit a written consent of those individuals or person should also be sent. इस list को भी भेजा जाना चाहिए. Again, in case of a private company, such type of consent is not required. Consent का मतलब होता है सहमति, that they are agreed to work as directors for that company. Next is undertaking regarding qualification shares. Along with the written consent of the directors, another very important information or list which is to be sent to the registrar office is information in which promise is made by the directors to take qualification shares and making payment for these shares. उनके डायरेक्टर्स बने होने के नाते उन्हें जितने शेयर्स लेने ज़रूरी होते हैं उन सबकी डिटेल्स भी देनी ज़रूरी हैं रजिस्ट्रार को. In case of a private company, again this type of information is not required at all. Now the question arises, what are qualification shares? Qualification shares are those shares which under the provisions of the Company Act the directors are required to buy, ensuring to have some stake in proposed company. ये वो शेयर्स होते हैं जो डायरेक्टर्स को जिस कंपनी के बारे में प्रस्ताव दिया गया है, जिस कंपनी को फॉर्म किया जा रहा है, उसमें उनका भी इंटरेस्ट है, इसलिए उन्हें ये शेयर्स परचेज करना ज़रूरी होता है. And next is preliminary agreement with managerial personnel. And now if the company is managed by directors, managing directors, managers, secretaries, then a copy of the contract with them is also filed in the office of the registrar. A private company is not required to file this information at all. And lastly, statutory declaration. At the time of registration of a company, a statutory declaration is sent to the registrar, which tells that all the statutory obligations of formation of a company have been completed, which were required according to the Indian Companies Act 2013 or any previous law. So this was about the documents which should be filed with the registrar at the time of getting registration for the company. So it includes memorandum of association, article of association, information about registered office, list of directors, written consent of directors, and undertaking regarding qualification shares of the director, along with preliminary agreement with the managerial personnel, accompanying with statutory declaration. Now next is payment of prescribed fee. As these documents are sent to the registrar of companies, a prefixed amount of fee is also sent to the registrar of companies, and this fee is deposited in the Government of India account with the RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, and rates of fee are given in the 10th schedule of Indian Companies Act. मतलब कंपनी एक्ट ने जो भी अमाउंट तय किए हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंगली एक फिक्स्ड अमाउंट फीस का जमा कराना होता है कंपनी के रजिस्टर होने के लिए. And next, certificate of incorporation. The registrar checks all the documents and if he is satisfied with the completion of the formalities for registration, जो भी formalities required होती हैं उन सभी को देखकर अगर वो satisfy हो जाता है, then he issues a certificate of incorporation to the company. The moment the certificate is issued, the company comes into एग्जिस्टेंस। जैसे ही कंपनी को वो सर्टिफिकेट इशू हो जाता है, कंपनी अपनी एग्जिस्टेंस में आ जाती है। नाउ कंपनी इज लीगली बोर्न ऑन द डेट प्रिंटेड ऑन द सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन। So this is all about incorporation. Till now we had discussed. This is very important phase as far as formation of a company is concerned, and also it is very important topic from your point of view of examination. You can also make notes of this topic, like what is incorporation, briefly explain the procedure of incorporation of a company. In next question, it may be what are the effects of getting a certificate of incorporation on a company, या फिर what advantages a company can get as it receives a certificate of incorporation from registrar of company. And the documents which we have used today, especially memorandum of association, articles of association, prospectus, we have to discuss in details in our next lectures. ये बहुत important documents हैं और इनको बहुत डिटेल्स में हमें डिस्कस करना है, वो हम अपनी अगले lectures में डिस्कस करेंगे. So till now, in formation of a company we had discussed two phases, that is promotion and incorporation. In next part of this video we will discuss about the last phase of formation of a company, that is commencement of a business. So hope you all have got through it. Take care.